Hey everyone, what's going on? I'm Jay Sims, and this is part number 3 of my first look at Train Sim World 5. We are starting to get into the more detailed and involved portion of the simulator, which is a good thing. Last episode, I drove around in a circle for a while trying to switch tracks, so that's something I'm going to have to pay particular attention to. Our next lesson in the training center is coupling and uncoupling, something that I guess is inevitable. You can't just drive a locomotive around forever. So now we have to hook up to some cars, and we're about to learn how to do that. So let's get into it. Like I said in the last episode, if you are familiar with the game, any tips or advice you could leave in the comments is more than appreciated.
In this trading module, you'll move some mineral wagons to a new location and learn how to couple and uncouple the wagons to your locomotive. All junctions are going to be changed automatically for you in this tutorial, so you can focus on driving.
Well, that's good. It's like we got something right in front of us.
Ahead of us. Start by putting gently forwards until you touch the wagons and stop. This will take some practice as it requires a lot more fine control. You'll find the locomotive brake is easier and more responsive. Take your time. If you hit the wagons too hard, they might come off the track, so try to be gentle.
Yeah, well, that's
2
something.
miles per hour or under as you touch them.
Something
You may
that
also
we
prefer the external camera to give more visibility, particularly as you get close to the wagons.
Nah. Release the brakes. Might keep the brakes on just a little bit here, not release them all the way. Just keep our speed under control. I do think I have to actually release the brakes. Oh, no, I don't. I may go to that external camera too. Looks like he's doing his training over there as well. Hey, guy. All right. Whoop. I guess that's what they mean by it goes off. I derailed my train. This is off to a good start. Try that one again. All right, here we go. Just gonna be a little more careful this time here. Going 12 kilometers an hour. And kind of close here. Start slowing down. There we go. 5 miles an hour. Or oh, missed it. I go forward a little more. There we go. Did we hook up to it? I think we might have. There we go. Wait for the train to reach 5 miles an hour. All right. My brakes are released. Oh yeah, you gotta. My brakes are released, right? Okay, so what do I have to do here? Wait for the train to Okay, what's happening? There was a bump or something. I don't know what the hell's happening here. Okay, well, let's try and figure it out. Maybe we have to turn around and go somewhere. Alright, here we are here. We have to go the other way. Let's try that. Try and go reversed. Oh. I didn't even actually hook up to it. Wait for it to get up to 5 miles an hour. There we go. Guess you gotta hit it a little harder than that to hook up to it. I bounced off it. What the fuck? Okay. I bounced off the damn thing.
The next step is to couple up. You can either do this by using the external camera or by getting out and doing it by hand. In this tutorial, you'll learn both techniques so you can decide which one you prefer.
I'm not even close to it.
There are many types of couplers on the railways. In this case, you've got conventional UK chain couplings, which simply need you to put the loop over the hook on the other vehicle. In the sim, you can do this by simply interacting with the coupler when you see the appropriate prompt.
Okay.
Apply the emergency brake with the emergency brake plunger.
But
This
I'm
will
like,
empty all air out of the brake pipe and prevent the brake pipe from overcharging as you couple to the wagons.
not bouncing off the damn thing. Alright, emergency brake.
You'll do this one by getting out of the train. Leave the cab and walk over to the coupling.
Okay. Yep, it's over there. I can't go through here. Guess not.
Interact with the coupling to couple the vehicles together.
Okay. Now I have to go over there. I'm not even touching. Maybe I actually have to be touching. I'll just try walking around the train, see what happens here. God. A little frustrated here. Oh, I. Yeah, see, it's on the other side. I actually have to be touching. So, back in the train we go. We're gonna bump it forward just a touch. Turn that emergency brake off. Or release the brakes. Okay, brakes fully released. Go to the external view here. Okay.
Now head back to the cab.
I guess I
Unset the emergency brake plunger to restore the brakes. Then you'll need to shut this cab down and change ends. Follow the instructions here or check out the training module that covers changing cabs in more detail.
Okay. Well, there's that. Reverser. Neutral. Okay. Down to the end of the cab we go. Alright, let's put that in there.
Set up the train while you wait for the yard manager to give you the all clear to reverse into the siding once they've changed the junctions required.
Okay, reversing or releasing the brakes.
Junction set, you're clear to go. Now pull the train forward and notice how the brake pipe responds more slowly as you release the brakes. You'll feel your train taking more time to respond. It will also feel sluggish as it has extra weight behind it. Take this into consideration as you drive, noting that it now takes longer to speed up and, more importantly, longer to slow down.
Alright, here we go. Guess we could go a little faster. Now we got 560 feet here. We could probably bump that up just a little bit. Looks like everything is set up here. Uh-oh. There we go. All right. You gonna be doing okay? 200. There we go. All right, let's start braking. I think we're on the siding now. So we should be good to stop. Yep. Come to a complete stop here. Set the reverser to reverse. Release the brakes.
Looks like you're good to go. Drive the train back into the siding now.
Okay. Now I'm going backwards. Not sure I like this. So we'll just do the external camera here. Flatten those brakes. Bouncing. Okay.
Apply the emergency brake with the emergency brake plunger again. This time, use the external camera for the uncoupling operation. Switch to the external camera now.
There we go.
Fly the camera over to the coupling we want to uncouple. In this case, the one between your locomotive and the first wagon.
I gotta remember
Once
how
you get close
there we go.
enough, interact with it as normal and it will uncouple.
There we go.
That concludes this module.
right,
If you wish to
well-
replay it, you can come back to it at any time via the training center.
I guess caution is the name of the game in that, other than derailing my train and bouncing off it a couple times. I think I did okay. Control cab cars. See what that's all about.
In this
Like a
training
passenger
module, you'll be
train.
learning about vehicles called control cars or cab cars. In the UK, they're often called driving van trailer or DVT cars, and you will likely come across other names for them too. The name cab car will be used for the rest of this module to keep it simple.
All right. Thanks.
Cab cars are essentially a passenger coach with a driving cab in them, but most importantly, they have no means of propulsion themselves. There are no engines or motors, so they can't move under their own power. The way that a cab car works is it will remotely control a locomotive at the other end of the train, and this is where it's important to understand their behavior as being a little different to the cab experience of the locomotive itself. There may be a little lag in control response, and you may not quite have the same instrument outputs as you do in the locomotive itself. For this module, you'll be taking this German Doppelstock cab car, which has a BR146.2 locomotive at the other end, setting it up and then driving it forwards to a marker at the other end of the yard area. Revisit this module a couple of times to try different things out and get familiar with the subtle difference when driving from the cab car.
Okay.
One of the biggest and most obvious differences when driving from the cab car is that there's a lot less sound. Since all the motors and fans are at the other end of the train, it can be a little disconcerting at first.
Right. Well, let's get on the train. Close the door, I guess. I can walk through the whole train. Can't open this door. Nice. Got some seats. You can sit in them. Can't. Right. Do what it tells me to do. Out of the way, bar. Sit in the driver's seat. Okay.
Engage the brake system by turning this key.
The reverser.
Put the reverser in forwards.
No?
Turn on the headlights and set the signal light switch to headlights. Most German trains have these two.
Headlights. Lights normal. Okay. Got the signal lights for headlight. Okay.
Ensure the doors are closed.
They are closed.
Release the brakes and apply some power to get moving.
Okay.
It feels a little odd at first. All the audio cues you're used to in the cab aren't present here, so you just need to give the locomotive time to react to your commands. Experiment with some power and some brakes and see how the train reacts. You may find some sharp jolts happening because of how the slack is being bunched up or stretched out by the loco at the back. You can minimize this by making your first power or brake applications lighter and then increasing them. You'll get used to this with practice and experience.
Speed 32. Where's the throttle? Throttles, 15%. 28%. 32 miles per hour, kilometers per hour, sorry. Give it a little more throttle here. There we go. Alright, we gotta stop at the Metro Loop Track 6. Dead ahead. Okay, so where would that be? PZF and... Doesn't tell you where any of this stuff is. PZB. Pantograph. Main circuit breaker. Give it a little more throttle, get moving a little bit here. Try not to speed. Got 206 or braking. Oh.
This is far enough. Bring the train to a stop now by...
Guess we don't need to go into an emergency stop.
This is just a brief introduction to cab cars. The changing ends for cab cars training module goes into more depth about both the cab car and the BR146.2 locomotive on the other end of the train.
Okay.
That concludes this module. If you wish to replay it, you can come back to it at any time via the training center.
Very interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Changing ends, cab cars. Coupling in cab cars seems to be the way we're going today.
In this training module, you'll practice going between the BR146.2 locomotive at one end of the train and the cab car at the other. All the junctions are being taken care of for you by another team member, allowing you to focus on driving. You're starting here in a siding near the main loop. Get started by climbing in.
Where do I have to go? Doesn't say just yet. Okay. Oh, let's get in. And the driver's seat. That's not the driver's seat, apparently. We're on the other side now.
Insert the reverser handle and set the reverser to forward. Set the headlights to bright, and on the back wheel, set the signal lights to headlights.
I hear talking now. Headlights to bright. Reduced. Bright. Signal lights to headlights, right? Headlight. There we go.
Release the brakes and apply power to get moving towards the marker.
Störung.
Central Depot track Y. Alright, before we go anywhere, I should probably take a look at the map and see if I have to switch tracks or anything. I think I do. Oh no, they said they already took care of all that. Alright. That's good. Give us some more throttle here. Sounds weird. Because the door's open. Never close the door. There we go. Alright, so we're not speeding. Blue screen. Can't do anything with this. Oh shit. How do I get back to... There we go. Throttle minimum. Nice mountain. There's a guy. Hi, guy. Alright, so we got 150. Let's go down a little bit.
Stop anywhere here by applying the brakes.
Okay. I have to go up there. Find out. So I have to go up there. It's taking a while. See how accurate we can get it.
Störung.
There we go.
It's time to get the locomotive cab shut down.
Okay.
Move the train brake handle to the full service position. Set the reverser to off and remove the reverser handle. That will deactivate the cab.
Okay.
On the back wheel, change the signal lights to tail lights so that the locomotive shows red lights now that it's at the rear of the train.
Lights.
With the cab shut down, you can move to the other end of the train. Exit the cab and walk along the side of the train to the cab car. Don't forget to close the door before you leave.
A door. Let's take a look at this train. Well, that's the locomotive. Here's the cab car up on the other end. Right. Door. Up in the driver's seat. Oh, I'm in the walk down the train. Cab car. I did. Neat. So I walk down the train to the cab car. I'm in the cab car now. Oh, hello. Down the train to the cab car. Then I have to go back to that one spot. I gotta go backward. I don't like going backwards. Alright, let's throw the reverser handle in, set it to reverse. Headlights. Headlights on. Normal, we'll go high beams. And let's just do reduced. Why not? Okay. Brakes are released. Oh, we gotta walk backwards there. Or drive backwards. I don't know why I didn't skip to the next step here. 95. I don't think I'm supposed to be moving here. Well, let's come to us. Oh, we're doing 65 miles an hour. I'm in the cab car. I don't know what the hell they're talking about here. But we're going to get out and walk down anyway. Oh. I guess I had a specific route they wanted me to take to the cab car. I went the wrong way.
Open a passenger door on the cab car to get in and make your way to the cab and sit in the driver's seat.
Alright.
You now need to get this cab set up.
Which I already did.
Start by turning the brake key to activate the brakes. Insert the reverser handle and set the reverser to forward. Set the headlights to high beams, and on the back wall set the signal lights to headlights.
I did all this. Alright, here we go.
Check if there are any doors open, and if so, close them.
Close all the doors. Forgot how to do that. Doors, doors, doors. I'm gonna have to run back and close all these doors. Door closed. Door closed.
You're good to go. Release the brakes, apply the power, and take the train out. You're headed out onto the main line and will be stopping at the main station on the loop.
Alright. Sounds like fun. 1.6 kilometers. Oh. Oh. Release the brakes. Brakes are released. Throttle is at max. And nothing's happening. Did I forget to close a door or something? Set the brakes and go back. Look. Might have forgot to close a door. Nope, that's closed. That's closed. Alright, well, I think we're all set. Close that door. Okay, so we have to go to this up here. Reverser's set to forward. Okay, brakes set to release. Release. The key is on. They turning it off, see what happens. Down. See what happens. Oh, we're moving now. Alright. Only 40 miles an hour through here, so get our speed built up a little bit. And we're speeding. What's happening here? Why am I not sitting down? Oh, we're speeding like crazy. Guess we can down a little bit here. We got 100 horn. Where's the horn? Passenger doors. Could have just done that. Slow down a little more. Get into non-speeding range. Okay. Up here. I guess we're doing all right. Go down a little more. $300 away. Want to overshoot our mark here. I noticed since I've been watching YouTube videos and actually playing this game, I tend to see trains more often than I used to. Probably not really any more often than what I used to, but right now we have to stop at platform 1. Where's that? But anyway, probably not any more often than what I used to, but now I notice them more. Alright. Platform 1, here we go. Release the brakes. Go up to about 55% throttle. Get moving. Go up to 100% throttle. Get moving. We should be able to move here. Are we not moving? Brakes on, brakes off. We're at 100% here. I'll throttle off. Whoops. There we go. Now we're moving. Not entirely sure why it didn't move the last time, but... Oh, we can go 160 miles an hour now. That's crazy. I don't think I'm going to be doing any of that. Seems we only have 1.5 miles to go. But I'll get it up 80 miles an hour or so. Seems like a good speed to move this train at. Alright. I don't know if I like this end of the train. Keep a minimum of throttle. We don't lose too much speed here. Go up a little, about 50%. Alright. Start braking. Alright, we're bleeding off speed pretty good. Make sure we don't overshoot the mark here. Where's the horn? Alright, we're not doing bad here. Pulling in it. Oh, there's a horn around here somewhere, damn it. We have to get our train into these spots here. so that our passengers can get off, I guess. There we go. Sweet.
That concludes this module. If you wish to replay it, you can come back to it at any time via the training center.
Okay, well that's not bad. That wasn't bad. Did do a little bit of speeding and a little bit of underspeed, so see what's next here. Cruise control. Ooh, exciting. I guess we can learn how to do the cruise control now. AFB cruise control. We'll try that.
In this training module, you're going to learn how the German AFB cruise control system works. Many German trains use this type of cruise control, and much of the fundamentals you learn here will apply to other trains that have some equivalent form of cruise control.
All right.
It's important to note that there are fundamentally two types of cruise control. One is an active system like AFB, which will manage your speed positively using throttle and brake as needed. The other is a speed set system, which is useful for setting a maximum speed. Speed set could usually maintain your speed, but can't reduce it as easily as a system like AFB. For this exercise, you'll be doing 2 laps of the main loop here at the training center. The first time around, you'll be learning how to set up AFB and use it from standstill. The second time, you'll learn how to enable AFB while your train is already running.
Oh, this seems like it might be a problem.
Set up the train, but don't start moving yet.
Okay.
Störung.
Headlights. There we go.
Turn the AFB system on.
Oh, there it is. AFB. Guess I didn't turn it on. How do you turn the damn thing on? Got the AFB main switch to on. Pressed. Where's the AFB? There.
AFB.
You can now set the target cruise speed using the AFB lever. Set it to 40 kilometers per hour for now.
Go.
Release the brakes and apply power. As the train accelerates, you can apply more power as needed.
Here we go. I wish I knew where the horn was. There we go. They know we're leaving. Yeah, let's give it some power here. 50. What do we set it at? 40? So it should stop at 40, right? Guess we're gonna find out. One more power.
The train has reached its cruise target and has cut power. It will now manage the speed as needed automatically. You can leave the power handle with the power applied, and this grants the amount of power available for AFB to use.
Alright, so we gotta go main loop west 2 in 760 some odd meters. kind of strange. I have to see if I can just move the head position. Oh my god. What was that? Oh, I'm going through the AFB right there. Okay. Well, that works. 300 and less than meters. Gonna tell me to turn it off at any point. Alright. That's our first
Increase the
waypoint.
AFB lever to 80 kilometers per hour and watch the train accelerate to the new target.
I guess I could just go full throttle here. There we go. Full throttle. Ooh, a tunnel. Well, that's kind of cool. Do this. Oops, not that. This. Well, that didn't work. Try this. Cool. Alright, so we have to go main loop track 2. It's coming up pretty quick. Drizzly day. Overcast. Crappy. Oh, is that a... Oh, that's a road. Hang on. Hang on. Set up the hotkeys for this. Driving under speed limit 30. Alright.
Now decrease the AFB lever back to 40 kilometers per hour and see the train will manage itself back to 40 kilometers per hour.
Yep. Perfect. Lazy man's train driving, I guess. I wonder if the AFB is fighting with me, since I have the throttle up. That'd be interesting to know. Oh, what do we do? I did that. Put the AFB at 40. Oh, 45. Oops. Okay. Now what do we do? Just gotta go there? Can I go faster? Quite a ways. Can I do that? See what happens here. 80. I mean, technically the speed limit's 160, so you could really open this bitch up. Tempting. How high up it goes, 160. And we'll go 80. Maybe we should slow down. Actually go 40, like they want me to, seems we're coming up on it.
You're coming back to the platform, so set the throttle to off and get on the brakes as needed to come to a stop somewhere in the station.
Okay. I should probably turn this AFB off. Oh, no, don't want to do that. Hang on, hang on. AFB. Set it to 20. Oh crap, it's way up there. Set it. This. Yeah, I think I just accidentally turned the AFB off.
AFB, 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 AFB.
Is it off? Yeah, it's off. AFB's off. I guess it reset itself when I turn the throttle off. See if I manage to get it turned back on right. Yeah, looks like we're doing all right. $30 miles plus under the speed limit. Like a little old lady. Alright. Throttle off. Brakes.
Störung.
Whoops, we're coming to a stop too soon. I don't think the AFB wants me to do anything here. Let's cycle through this here. I probably should take the break. Running, released. Do here, AFB.
AFB,
Off.
AFB, AFB.
We should be moving now. Throttle's maxed. Off, throttle max. We gotta move forward a little bit here. Released. Released. Are we not moving? Or release. Are we not moving? Okay. Holy shit. Wow. Why am I going in the wrong direction here?
Störung.
What the hell? Why am I going backwards? How did that get set to reverse? Shouldn't have been set to reverse. It's got to go forward now. We should be going forward. There we go.
Störung.
There we go. Okay.
Getting AFB running while stationary is quite straightforward, but sometimes you may want to activate it while you're on the move without having to stop. Set the AFB lever to off and turn the AFB switch to off,
Which
so
is
that we
already
can try
done.
that exercise next.
Off. Green brake. Release. Yep. Released. Move the throttle power range. Wait for the train to reach 40. Train sound and train.
Now you're doing about 40 kilometers per hour, it's time to get the AFB system enabled. First, completely cut the power handle to off.
Okay.
Next, set the AFB to the maximum position. Don't worry, it can't do anything because the power handle is set to off. Now activate the AFB switch to turn AFB on.
Yep.
AFB, AFB, AFB.
Move the AFB lever to 80 kilometers per hour so it can speed up.
What if I wanted to move it to 160?
Finally, apply some power.
Yeah.
Notice that we're now accelerating, and if all has gone well, you'll see the power cut out around the 80 kilometers per hour mark as AFB is managing your speed.
All right. We are cruising. We could go a little faster. Don't really see the harm in it. Up to 100. I'll get 105. Pushing the hour mark here on the episode. I want to kind of cut this episode close here. There goes my train into the tunnel. That's pretty cool. Probably bump it up a little higher if we're just going to these locations. Hopefully it's not a stop. But they want me to have it at 40? 80. Oh, whatever. Yep, on to the next one. Oh, here's a... go. Next location.
Pretend there's a signal restriction coming up ahead and you need to apply the brakes. Use the brake lever to bring the train down to around 40 kilometers per hour and then release the brakes.
I just use the AFB. And we're slowing down pretty good. Release the brakes.
Notice how even though the cruise control is set to 80 kilometers per hour still and power is applied, it's still not accelerating. This is because the brake application caused a throttle lockout. To reset it, you need to put the power back to off and then reapply it.
Right. There we go. So it kicks off the cruise control when you hit the brakes. Kind of like a car, okay? You just gotta up and down. Not bad, I guess. Got the throttle handle to off. Move the throttle into the power range.
Perfect. You're accelerating back up to 80 kilometers per hour.
Pretty sure I was already doing that, but...
You're headed
whatever.
back to the station again, so bring the throttle to off and use your brakes to bring the train to a stop in the platform.
How far? Brakes. Oh, 800 meters. AFB is off. I'm just gonna coast into this. Turn the AFB off while we're here.
AFB, AFB,
Oh, shit.
AFB.
Brakes, brakes, brakes. Full service. Alright, let's cut up a little bit here. coast the rest of the way. Hopefully we didn't. Yeah, we stopped. Go a little faster here. Got to move forward about 10 feet.
Störung.
There we go.
It is important to remember that a cruise control system like this is no substitute for the driver paying
Oh, come on
attention and
now.
remaining responsible for the train. Cruise control systems also cannot be relied upon to slow the train at an appropriate rate when approaching red signals or speed reductions, so you should be ready to use your brakes as needed. That concludes this
Sweet.
module. If you wish to replay, you can come back to it at any time via the training center.
I think I got a handle on that. There, we're getting points here. I guess that's a good thing. Next up, we are going to be doing Choose Your Next Chapter. Fundamentals. Learn how to operate and refuel steam trains. Okay, well, we'll do that in the next one. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. I'm kind of curious here. Any tips you could offer would be greatly appreciated. I'm Jay Sims. Thank you very much for watching, and have a good day.